Hi, it's me, the Zen Witch, with another unboxing video. Today I am going to be unboxing the Lunar Nomad Oracle. So let's get to it. This, full disclosure, I have already opened this deck, but this really is going to be a true unboxing because I've only had this for a couple of days and I've only looked at it once. So you're going to be getting a pretty true reaction here. The Lunar Nomad Oracle. This is by redwheelweiser.com, it says. By Shaheen Miro with a foreword by Teresa Reed. It says 43 cards to unlock your creativity and awaken your intuition. We've got a nice sturdy box here that was covered in plastic, the Lunar Nomad Oracle. Weiser Books. Here's the publisher's stamp there, a little Ankh. And we have some reviews on the back. Use this deck to see through the veil between the worlds. Read this book to access the lyric creativity of the lunar self. Work with both to embrace the magical unknown. This is a Lenormand Plus deck for those who wish to wander off the secure path and into the wild. And that's by Mary K. Greer, author of 21 Ways to Read a Tarot Card. I love Shaheen's deck. The Numinous is all about honoring our unseen lunar life, and I believe that staying connected to this part of ourselves is a necessary counterbalance to the hectic pace of 21st century life. And that is Ruby Warrington, the founder of The Numinous and author of Material Girl, Mystical World. This vibrant, unique, and mystical deck balances the everyday world with the unseen realms. It creates a bridge between the rational and intuitive mind, which is what Tarot does, making its divinations enjoyable, accessible, and uncannily prophetic. Raven Digitalis, the author of Esoteric Empathy. There is another review there, though its rich imagery and through its rich imagery and edifying guidebook. The Lunar Nomad Oracle entices us to tap into our inner moon child. In doing so, we quickly discover sparks of interstellar insights that invite transformative turnovers and noticeable change. Carrie Paris, creator of LenormandRevolution.com. So included inside, 43 full-color oracle cards, a 160-page Lunar Nomad guidebook. Rich with layers, colors, and imagery, the Lunar Nomad Oracle deck is designed to speak to the intuitive, creative self. The accompanying book provides in-depth interpretations of the cards to take you on a journey to your lunar side, where wisdom, insight, and your divine spark reside. Shaheen Miro provides instructions for reading the cards in both 3 and 9 card layouts and provides example readings to bring the cards to life for the reader. He also provides suggestions for magical work and affirmations, thus adding deeper ways of working with the deck, taking it far beyond the traditional divination oracles and into something greater, a tool for living consciously. So, very nice. There's your ISBN, a little image on the bottom there. This is a setup like this. So this is you get a sheath and you get the cards, 43 cards to unlock your creativity and awaken your intuition, and the Lunar Nomad Oracle. So let's pull them out here. And there's a black cat on the box. You already got my attention. And here's the book. So we have one of a paperback, but one of the stiff covered paperback books, so it should hold up pretty well. Your guide to unlocking the oracle cards. Let's go right to the images and we'll look at the book later. All right. First impression, big ass cards. These are going to be difficult to deal with. There's going to be one way and one way only to shuffle these cards, unless, I guess not only one way. You could smear them all over the desk. Okay, so we have the blank card, or the blocking card. Lunar Nomad Oracle, 43 cards. Same thing here. Shaheen Miro, the copyright is 2018, so this has been out for a year or less. And when I talk about blocking the deck, it's when you put the deck away to have a card that goes face to, so it just kind of closes the door on any energies coming into the deck. So we'll set that aside. And the card on top here is the number 41. So we're going to flip these over. Let's look at the backs. Nice imagery, a keyhole that you're looking at the moon through, so that's a very succinct image of looking through into a secret place and your lunar self, which they've mentioned a few times. So let's start. Rider is number 1, and very evocative images. First impression is look at all the imagery here. Lots of things for your unconscious mind to jump to. And the first thing I'm noticing is down here is a Christmas cactus. I have a gigantic one, like right over my shoulder here. Nene, come on. Yeah, you believe me. So that's jumping out at me right there. It's a plant that was grown from my grandmother's plant, and so cool, writer. Clover. Now, being based on the Lenormand, this is a divination system that is different than the Tarot. With Lenormand, you hold on, let me get the light a little less glary. Maybe not. All right. It's not 78 cards. It's not suits and majors and minors. The Lenormand is imagery like this: clover, key, ship, clouds, things like that. And then there are significator cards. You lay them all out, and then you find the significator, and the reading is done by the cards that are closest to the significator, whether they're above or below or behind or in front of, or, you know, if this is next to this, it means this, blah, blah. So it's a different system of reading that I am just now starting to play with. So we have ship. There's one. And again, the imagery is rich. The colors are beautiful. House with the family images all around. Tree. Clouds. And look at the perfume bottle. That brings a whole nother dimension to just the idea of clouds. Snake. Coffin. Interesting image of coffin. It's an ossuary, which is a bone box rather than just a coffin. That's pretty cool. Bouquet, pretty straightforward. Shears. Ooh, I don't remember seeing those in the Lenormand, so that's why they said a Lenormand Plus. The one review said Lenormand Plus. So we're adding images to it. Whip. I certainly do not remember a whip in the Lenormand, but it's a great image. Birds. I like that there are birds on branches, and there are also cages with no birds in them. Child with music. Interesting. Fox. Bear. Stars. Not a lot of people in this deck so far, and that's cool too. Stork. Aw. Dog. RCA Victor, if you're of a certain age. Tower. Interesting. Look at the wings. It's not like the lightning-struck Tower of Tarot. Very different. I expect a very different meaning, too. Garden. Mountain. Look at the geometry. Look at the formulas, the mathematical formulas around it here. You may not be able to see it too well. Very cool. I don't know why my high-def camera is not looking very high-def right now. Apologies, I'll fix it somehow. Pathways. Mice. And then there's a stomach. What the hell? Ducts of liver, pylorus, gallbladder, duodenum, and the stomach with mice marching across it. Can't wait to find out what that's about. Heart. Heart with bees. So strongly associating the heart with the earth element there, I'm assuming. Ring in an X-ray. Book. Letter. Man, 28. How much do I love that this is a man of color? Okay, whoa. So there are two men. One is a white man and one is not. Fascinating. And woman, I'm assuming there will be another one. So yes, we have a white woman and a woman of color. And I'm noticing that they're looking at each other. These guys aren't. Okay, so that wasn't set up that way, I'm assuming. Lilies. Sun. Moon. Key. Fish. Anchor. Cross. Aura, that's certainly a new one. Bat, Umbrella, Familiar. Yeah, that's a great card. And Seer. Okay. So, very interesting images, and the only way to shuffle these is going to be like this. So this could be kind of laborious. I'm just going to go back and forth. And then what I will probably do when a deck is not lending itself to an easy shuffling process, that's when you kind of mix them up and then smear them in a line and pick one. You know, let your psychic hand pick one, because this is cumbersome. I love that they're big images and they're beautiful to look at, but this is really cumbersome to work with already. I mean, they're not just impossibly wide to hold this way, but they're wide this way as well. So that, I gotta say, I'm not liking so much. All right, let's do one more little cut, and then I'm going to spread them apart and take one, and then we'll head to the book. Okay. So let me set these over this way a little bit, and we will. All right. Okay, what do I need to know right now? Okay, my hand got really cold right there. I'm just going. All right, down here is where I'm feeling, and I'm just going to drop and pick one. Okay, book is what I got, and I think I'm only going to go with one card here because I don't want this video to be as long as the others have been. All right, book. Books, accounts, records, secrets, occult knowledge, mystery, study, education. The book holds words of wisdom and secret knowledge. Its ancient pages might reveal the answers to life's big questions or the formula to untold riches. Learning holds the prospect of enlightenment. Brave seekers can ignite their spirits by feeding on wisdom. Seeking is the first step to discovering. You light the lamp of your soul when you seek out that which you desire. Like a moth to the flame, your desired experiences, whether they are knowledge, wisdom, or truth, are magnetically drawn to you. The book invites you to clarify your desires and consciously seek out your truth. So there's the first sentence that I've read there that says, gives me like a more of a divinatory meaning than, and I want to look here because this is long. So each card has a long thing. So if you're going to do a 9-card spread, and read each one of them out of the book, you're in for a long haul. Even 3 cards will be kind of long. Unfortunately, society has overwhelmingly taught us that there is one form of knowledge, logical mental analysis, truth. This mentality divorces you from the creativity inherent in seeking. You are relegated to casualty. Oh, you are relegated to casualty of fate rather than discoverer of possibility. The creative intelligence of the universe didn't send you here to be haplessly blown about by the winds of fate. You are worthy of everything you seek, so reclaim your right to receive goodness in all forms. So, I mean, books, accounts, records, secrets, occult knowledge, mystery, study, education. This is a kind of broad interpretation. The book kindles your appetite for knowledge. Okay, be brave enough to search its pages for what sets you free. So we are talking about looking and searching and looking for answers and looking for knowledge. Your life is your divine expression. Intentions are manifested through action, so go into your life with a breath of awareness. Consciously create the life you seek. Actively participate in your story. You're the author of your reality. Only you can write the narrative you will live. Engage with the process of creation. All right, so I have to say this isn't like slapping me in the face with, oh my God, this is really pertinent information. This is feeling kind of general. But if I focus in on the question I've asked rather than the fact that I'm making a video, engage with the process of creation. That's what I'm doing in making videos. The tools you need to live abundantly are already within you. Ding, ding, ding. That is, yes, leveraging what I already have. The book indicates a need to evaluate the current story you are telling. This paragraph is hitting. Be diligent with your thoughts, words, and actions. Whatever you put out into the world pays you back in kind. You are in complete control of what you think, say, and do, though it may not always feel that way. So book here, we're talking about, like they said, the story of your life. Not just your history, but the story of your life as it unfolds, and you being the author of that book, and you actively engaging in that creative process. Knowledge is power. The more you know, the more you can do. Arm yourself with the skills and information that make you self-sufficient. Inform yourself and you become a force in the world. Learning is one step toward mastery, but true mastery comes from owning the information. Okay, now, the next thing starts when the book appears. So with long readings like this, and I've seen this in many, many other decks, like the medicine cards and like Froude's Fairies, that there'll be this general explanation, and there's usually a lot to be gotten from there. Something will really stand out. But then towards the end, you'll say, if this card shows up in your reading, and then it will really give you a divinatory reading. So let's see. When the book appears, education in some form will elevate your experience. The book is a life-changing experience. Something is coming that will crack you open to new information. The book can also make you hesitant, but there's nothing to fear. The book offers you the opportunity to grow and transform. You may not feel adequately prepared for the experience. Just take it in one chapter at a time. Bit by bit, the information sinks in and transforms you. Okay. Ask yourself, ooh, I like this. Do they all have this? Yes. They all have an ask yourself. This is brilliant. Ask yourself, what am I hungry to learn? So when the book itself gives you a question for a card, it gives you something that's going to open up and expand even more and make you even more primed to receive information. The book may indicate going back to school or pursuing a higher degree of education. Now, this is interesting because I'm at the age now where I live in a college town. I can go to this college and audit courses for free. And I've been thinking about doing it just for fun. So there we go. Actively making a choice to learn something can change your outlook on life, your career path, and your creative potential. Education can come in the form of reading more books, going to conferences and workshops, or simply apprenticing with a mentor. The book is especially auspicious for teachers, writers, and creatives. Three for three on that one. You are instructed to share your knowledge, wisdom, and story. Here we are doing it. Give your unique perspective to the world. You have a special message to share with others. Yes. And the special messages, decks are fabulous, and they can be a wonderful tool for, enhancing your life and studying things. So I would say that book hit right on. There was a lot of fluff there. There was a lot that I had to go through, but ultimately when I got to that last section, it is very, very pertinent to what's going on in my life right now. So let's look at the book a little more closely. The Lunar Nomad Oracle, so there's more reviews and praise. Then we have the dedication to my mother and grandmother. You are like the moon that I love. Oh, isn't that wonderful? And my name being Luna, this kind of, that's why the Lunar Nomad, it sort of appealed to me. And I did receive this as a gift on Friday the 13th, Harvest Moon. So I do expect this deck to be special in a lot of ways. So part 1 is called Glowing in the Dark, an introduction to the lunar self, and solar self, how to use the oracle. I will definitely be reading these. So as this says, this card is telling me, read the book that comes with it because there's going to be some interesting information there. Part 2, message of the oracle cards, so it goes through one by one. Part 3, how to become a lunar nomad, the oracle as a map for the journey, writing the story of your lunar path. Reading the story of 1 card, storytelling with 3 cards, storytelling with 9 cards. Tips for making the most of your lunar journey, enhancing your lunar connection. Sweet! So I will certainly be reading as the first reading I do with this, as the book has told me, read this book, there's more to it. So, and I'm looking at the readings that they, like the 3-card reading. First card is, you can do past, present, future. So here's a tip from me personally. 3-card spread can be so easy. Past, present, future. Or, even better, situation, action to be taken, outcome. How you frame the question, how you frame the categories has everything to do with what kind of information you're going to pull out. So first card, background or exposition. Second card, present moment or rising action, situation action. And third card, outcome or resolution. point of power. So, and then they have storytelling tips. Use a simple sentence formula, subject, verb, and object to tell the story. Always keep in mind the question being asked. Close your eyes anytime and inquire inward what comes up. That's good advice. How do the images make you feel? Do you see something in your mind's eye? This is wonderful because they are really telling you how to actively engage your own intuition, and the cards are just triggers. So I really like that. Storytelling with 9 cards. Predictive, deconstructive, and creative. So I think we're doing 3 triplets, which I love triplets. I read in triplets all the time. And then they give sample readings. So, and there's a part in here of the cards in magical work. Good deck for a witch. I have used cards in spell work a lot. And the cards as affirmations. Writer, insight and inspiration come to me effortlessly. Clover, unexpected blessings appear in my life. Let's see what book is. Where are you? 26. Book, knowledge and inspiration are everywhere. So awesome. This book gives more and more. And then there's information on cleansing your cards, treasuring your deck, keep them away from direct sunlight in a dry place and away from curious hands. Keep them in a special box or pouch. Wrap them in a silk scarf or decorative bag of natural fiber. Tuck a prayer card or a few amethyst crystals in with your deck. Awesome. Very good. So star review. Artwork, I would say this is 5 stars. Very evocative images. There's a lot to each one, kind of collage-y. So different things for your mind to grasp. Writing, I'm going to give this 5 as well because there's so much there. Let's say 4 because there is a lot of fluff. The it factor, I'm going to give it a 4 for now, TBD. But I'm also going to rate just the size. I mean, they do feel okay. They're certainly substantial, but a little large, so I'm going to give a 3 on that. The quality seems to be good. The box is nice and sturdy. So good for that. So there you go. There's your review of the Lunar Nomad Oracle. Please like and subscribe. Let me know what you think down below. Let me know if there's any kind of deck you would like me to review. I will be happy to buy myself new decks, always. So thanks for being with me, and check me out next time. I'm going to drop a video every Monday here. More unboxings to come. I'll see you next time. Thanks for being here. Blessed be.